Hello, everyone. Hope you're all having a great day today. And today we'll talk about iframes and shadow DOMs and how testRigor works with both. And it's going to probably be a very short session because testRigor works with both iframes and shadow DOMs transparently, and you don't have to do anything whatsoever to deal with that. Basically, you just express steps purely from a user's perspective, and that's it. Let me, I guess, there are some interesting quirks in both cases, and I'm going to walk you through that, but other than that, it's just very straightforward. You don't have to usually anything at all. So let me share my screen and share some things. So I have found this example on the web on QA Playground. We have nested iframe. We'll go ahead and create a nested iframe. To create a new test suite, we don't need to generate anything. Let's create a test suite right there. Now we have specified this URL. Actually, should have been a different one, but never mind. Let's record a couple of steps. Let's click on nested iframe, and let's click on click me. Let's validate that it has button clicked. Let's stop the recording. As you can see, it even recorded the steps. And here we need nested iframe. And we don't need to hover, we need to click actually. We click nested if, oh, we already do that. And what did we miss? Click me. Okay, so this is just like that. We're just clicking nested iframe to get to this page. When click me, and then we validate that page contains this thing. And let's add it. And this is our test case. See how that's going to work. So we got to this page, and it might fail. Let's see how that's going to work, and I'll walk you through how to fix that in this case. So by default, testRigor automatically works transparently with iframes up to second level. However, if you wanted to go deeper than that, you need to just explicitly specify. Okay, so see, it couldn't find the button because there's more than 2 nested iframe levels. So in order to support more levels of nested iframes, you can go to advanced settings, and okay, so by default is actually 1. So let's set it to 5, I guess, up to 5 depth, and save, go back, and retest. That's it. So all we did is we just told the system that, hey, this is kind of edge case situation, and there might be more than one nested iframe in there. And as you can see, it worked perfectly fine. It found and clicked on the button, and it validated that the text produced, which is also in that iframe. So this is this is as simple to work with iframe as it is. Shadow domes, example, shadow dome. Maybe in a fiddle we have this, something which we can actually play. Is click me in the shadow dome? Let me see. No, really, it's not in shadow dome. Interesting. Why does it say shadow dome? It's not a shadow dome. Anyway, so that's probably not a good example. Online. Example maybe. Yeah, so this is inside shadow dome probably. Let me inspect it and see. Yep, as you can see, this is inside the shadow dome. So in this case, this is legitimately shadow dome, unlike that other example. And as you can see here, this inside shadow dome is not appearing anywhere other than in this right side. So what we'll do is, I don't want to open a new test suite. So we'll just open URL here. Let's run it. So for Shadow DOM, you don't need to set anything at all whatsoever. It just will work out of the box, regardless of how many Shadow DOM, how many, what's the level of nestedness there is. As you can see, it's just worked out of the box, no problem. However, there is another interesting use case where there are two types of Shadow DOMs out there. There is open Shadow DOM and closed Shadow DOM. And open shadow DOM is more or less straightforward, and we can work with that easily. However, closed shadow DOM is not available. We can still work with it, but I'll have to show you how to do it. Let's close closed. Let's find some example. No examples. Anyway, so I guess I can't quickly find example, but it's besides the point. So basically, the way it will work is that you can just enable OCR, and it will be able to work with closed shadow DOMs. And it doesn't matter. It will be able to work with text that are parts of images, and no problem at all. So it doesn't anything which is visible to you as a human. testRigor will be able to work with it out of the box. Okay, this is it. As I was mentioning, as you can see, there is literally nothing in the code itself. It just works very much transparently. The code is the same. it just would say what you'll just fine-tune some settings in certain cases in order to be able to work with one variation or another. But other than that, it's straightforward, and you don't have to modify anything. All right, so what are questions? In some complex situations where the tool is unable to automate, how do we approach the situation? Will testRigor support my customized function procedure for us? Is there a possibility that testRigor can train team members as in-house experts? Well, like, first of all, shouldn't be any situations where testRigor wouldn't work. And yes, you are correct. If you see something which doesn't work as you would expect, you can work with testRigor support. All of you who are our paying customers have access to testRigor support through Slack, MS Teams, and you can create Zendesk tickets. Please go ahead to do that, and we'll definitely make sure that we will support your use case, and it will be working for you exactly the way you would expect it to. And every paid customer of testRigor has unlimited support calls, so we definitely are happy to train all of your team members as in-house experts. No problem. You can set up unlimited number of meetings with our support. All right, so this is one, and let's see if there is anything else. Any more questions?
Does anyone have any other questions? I'm not seeing any. Should we wrap it up, Artem?
Yep, that was a very simple and straightforward topic. So we can definitely wrap it up, no problem. As I was mentioning, it's all straightforward. In testRigor, you shouldn't bother with those nitty-gritty details. It should just work out as it was.